The Mayor's Coffee Chat. Today is Tuesday, May 2nd, 2023. It's our coffee chat. I'm going to give you some updates on stuff that's happening at the meeting tonight around Largo, and hopefully you learn a little bit. If you have a question, please post it in the chat, or if you just want to say hi. I certainly appreciate when I see some posts, because I know that everything's kind of working right with this Facebook live streaming. So I'm going to get started with today. We do have a city commission meeting. It's a regular city commission meeting at City Hall at 6 o'clock. There are some interesting things on the agenda, but I wanted to start with the team members of the quarter. So we will be celebrating our team members of the quarter tonight. Among them, I'm going to just read the names off, and you can find out exactly why they're being recognized as team member of the quarter if you pay attention to the meeting tonight. But Jose Correa, solid waste driver from Public Works. And then Shannon Tedford and Jessica Moss, both records technicians with the police department. They are employees of the quarter at the police department. We have Allison Libby, a recreation office coordinator with Recreation Parks and Arts. We have Nate Doe, IT technical specialist in information technology. We have Mitch Bowling, a firefighter EMT from the fire department. And the team manager of the quarter is Matt Butler, our assistant building official in community development. And Erica LaFontaine, the recreation program supervisor over at the Recreation Parks and Arts. So congratulations to all of our employees of the quarter, and we'll get to do that again this afternoon at the meeting. Good morning, Joan and Georgia. It's good to see some folks chiming in. So aside from the employees of the quarter, we'll be talking about it's on the consent docket, so we may not be talking about it, but we've talked about it in the past, a proposed permit fee reduction for building permit fees that will last until the end of next year, so until the end of 2024. We had a study, we had somebody take a look at our permit fee programming, and we've been going through a lot of permits recently, so we have more revenue than we really need. So we're giving a discount on permit fees for everybody. It basically amounts to a 25% discount on any permit fees for the rest of this year, as well as the entirety of 2024. So that's on the agenda tonight. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at this little chat here. I'm unpinning this. Let me see. Perfect. All right, so that's on the consent docket tonight. We also have an affordable housing fee waiver program. So one thing that we've done in the last about 8 months, we've looked at roadblocks to affordable or workforce housing, and some things that would help us encourage private investment in workforce housing in the city. Primarily in our activity centers and along our main corridors. So one issue was we have a parkland dedication fee, and we certainly value, good morning, Edlin, certainly value our parks. We've spent some of that parkland dedication fee just recently purchasing a former Pinecrest golf course that we'll make a passive park out of, and we just will be partnering with the county and the school board on a park on the east side of town. That a great cooperative effort between all three entities. It's the former High Point Elementary School, and they are we just annexed that area into the city, and the county will be developing a park for that region, the east side of Central Pinellas County, really. And it will be in the city limits, and the city will run the active park. So it will have lacrosse fields and some other activities in a much needed eastern side of Largo, so right in the High Point area. So anyways, one of the things that we have to help us with parks is a parkland dedication fee that is put on new residential units. And so this will be a 5-year waiver of that fee for new affordable residential units. Now there's some size limits and there's some income restrictions or requirements for the folks, or rental amount requirements for the folks that are living there. But as long as they go through that things to provide workforce housing to our residents, they will get a reduction in that fee, or a waiver in that fee. We are looking at, as you know, our city manager, Henry Schubert, is retiring after 42 years at the City of Largo. He'll be retiring at the end of June, and we are on the process of recruiting a new city manager. Our assistant city manager, Maggie Pollock, will fill in until that new city manager is hired, whoever that may be. And we're looking at giving her a little bit of a bump in pay for the time that she serves as city manager. I think it's 10% increase just for the time that she serves as city manager. Now, Henry will be retired by then, so it will probably still be okay financially. So we're also talking about the city attorney's retainer and fees, and evaluating the job that they've done for us, and they year after year they do an excellent job, and probably save us more money. Well, definitely save us more money, or gain us more money than they cost us, as far as legal fees and representing us on the city on different court cases and stuff. So that is on the agenda tonight. I hope that you tune into the meeting. That's at 6 o'clock at City Hall. It will be live streamed on the city's Facebook page, as well as you can go there in person if you'd like, at City Hall at 6 o'clock. So this Saturday is the Mayor's Golf Tournament. Now, I will fully admit that I don't play a whole lot of golf, but this is one tournament that I play in each year. And the proceeds from this tournament, the money that we get from the golfers, from the raffle at the golf tournament, as well as our sponsors, help to pay for the golf tournament. But they also help to fund summer camps for kids that otherwise couldn't afford to be in summer camp this summer. So I forget the exact number, but I think it was like 280 camp weeks last year is what was calculated. That's a lot of summer camp that we're able to sponsor for kids that wouldn't otherwise be able to come to summer camp. So it's a great event. The weather looks like it's going to be beautiful. It was, I think, a low of 62 and a high of 82 on Saturday, with no chance of rain, knock on wood. So should be a beautiful day for some golf. It's a 2-person scramble. I don't know if usually it sells out. So I doubt there's any slots available, but you can call the golf course if you're interested in seeing if there's a late cancellation and you might get a spot in the golf tournament. But it is a 2-person scramble. I usually play with Shane Wood, who's an excellent golfer, and he offsets my mediocre golf abilities, and so we do pretty well. And this year we'll be golfing in our foursome with a couple of youngsters who are probably, Shane said they'll probably beat us. So they're excellent golfers. I think they're 10 and 12 years old. So it'll be kind of fun to play in the Mayor's Golf Tournament alongside some youth, and we're raising money for youth in Largo anyway. So it's awesome. This weekend is also a train weekend. So if you've got some little ones that enjoy the train in Largo Central Park, go over to Largo Central Park either on Saturday or Sunday. It's a train weekend, the first weekend of each month. I was mentioning summer camps because we raise money at the golf tournament for summer camp scholarships, but camps are filling up. There's certainly some spots and some specialty camps. All of our all-day camps are full, but you can find information on the city's website about summer camps and see if you can find some fun things for the kids to do over the summer. May 29th is Memorial Day, and that is at Largo Central Park. We'll have a Memorial Day ceremony in the morning from 11 to 12. So mark your calendars for that. It will be at the Circle of Honor there in Largo Central Park. Let me see. I've got a couple meetings coming up I wanted to share with you. In about an hour, I'll be at the City of Largo's Emergency Management Planning Committee meeting, which is, we basically manage the city in the event of a emergency, so a hurricane, and a weather event, a big chemical spill, you name it. This is the committee that would manage the response to emergencies. It's made up of experts that have a lot of training, and I'm on there as well. so I've been on the emergency planning committee since Hurricane Irma, and it's a really, really well done committee, and I think that the City of Largo is probably more prepared than most municipalities in Florida for the unfortunate event of an emergency that might impact our community. So we are partnering with Pinellas County this year for a Hurricane Expo, and that Hurricane Expo is June 3rd at High Points Elementary. So I'll put some more information as we get a little bit closer to June 3rd, but it's right at the opening or the beginning of hurricane season. I think they might have moved that up too. But this is they're forecasting that it's a relatively mild hurricane season this year, but it just takes one storm to come and get us. So hopefully you are preparing your hurricane kit. There's more information online for what should be in that kit, but an evacuation plan, or if you plan to stay, a hurricane kit is certainly important. Whether you evacuate or not, you need to have a kit with flashlights and a few days of food and water and that type of stuff. So we're going to be talking about a lot of different things at this emergency planning committee, including debris removal after a storm, internet redundancy to have our internet up and running during and after a storm, as well as stuff like our employee camp or shelter, because our employees are working for the most part during a hurricane, and they stay on site, and then our special needs evacuation plans and stuff like that. Good stuff. But remember, the Hurricane Expo is on June 3rd over at High Point Elementary. And then this weekend, or not this weekend, on Thursday and Friday, I will be helping to host the Tampa Bay Regional Resiliency Leadership Summit 2023. So it is at the Hilton out on Clearwater Beach. It starts bright and early on Thursday morning, and there's some really great interactive panels on this, including a panel that has the emergency management coordinator for the Pinellas County, Sarasota County, Florida Department of Emergency Management, Fort Myers Beach, in that area down there. So some folks that have had some firsthand impact of storms very recently. So that'll be a great panel. We've got some resilient transportation panel, as well as resilient ecosystems and integrating nature-based solutions. There's a lot of talk about a standard seawall compared to a living seawall. So think block of cement versus seagrass, taller grasses, mangroves, up to some type of bulkhead. It could be a seawall, but that type of a setup is much more resilient to wave action. So we'll be talking about that stuff as well. Anyways, it'll be a 2-day thing. It's out on the Hilton on Clearwater Beach. There's going to be the Tampa Bay region is 7 counties, so there's going to be people from around the county and obviously from other parts of the state. And Congresswoman Castor will be there tomorrow or Thursday morning as well. So I look forward to 2 full days of conference on Thursday and Friday. So that's all I had on my agenda. I hope that if you have any questions about anything I mentioned today, just drop it in the comments and I will address it or answer it as best I can. If I don't have the answer, I will find it. And I hope that you guys enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you for being here for the coffee chat this morning. I'm going to get back to having my coffee and get ready for my Emergency Management Planning Council meeting. Have a great day.